So as requested in this video, I want to look at pragmatics and what it means in English language. Well, pragmatics is actually, in a sense, easy kind of concept. It's the context in which something is said. Now, pragmatics has got to do with what the meaning is of a text, or the meaning of what somebody says, and what is the implied meaning, the shared meaning, the shared knowledge, the connotation of what they said. So if we take something as basic as a lexical item, and we say it can denote something and it can connote something. So for example, the word mistress, the exact meaning, what it denotes, that demonstrates the exact literal dictionary definition, is a woman in position of authority, control, or ownership as head of a household. But it's got a negative connotation, because now it's become someone who has a sexual relationship with a man who's not her husband, tends to be married, she tends to be the third woman. All these are connotations that have come about. It's negative. That's the implied meaning. So if someone called you a mistress, okay, in today's society we know that's negative, but I don't know, so many years back they said it. On one hand, you could take as a compliment that you're a woman in authority, but on the other hand, it's got a negative connotation. It's, you know, you're promiscuous, as you're this, you're that. So it's like that. When you read a text, you got to see that is there any meaning that's coming between the lines? So, for example, Lord of the Flies, and this going back to GCSE English literature, the actual meaning was that he blew the conch or whatever, but kind of saying the implied meaning, he is the leader because he blew the conch, is that kind of thing. But pragmatics isn't so, like in literature, you know, so poetic, creative. You go into it. Pragmatics, you're more looking at, you know, the realisticness, like where is this, where is it actually broadcasted to, this text, and who is reading it, who's written it, do they understand the same thing, that's why it's written. That's basically pragmatic. So when you get a text in the English exam, you need to be able to say, who do you think has written it, who do you think is going to, who do you think that they thought they would read it, who is a real reader, and then you try to work out, is that why certain types of words are used, is that why they use specialist lexes but they don't explain what it means because they already know what it is. You know, you start to say, is that the pragmatics? Now, one of the main features to do with pragmatics, which is a little bit difficult now, this DXs, this is a context dependent word. So if I pick up a pen and I say this pen, then you understand what I'm saying because I'm talking to you and you know I'm pointing to this pen. But if we transcribe that, it would say Komilla, this pen, and then X saying okay. To another person, that actually makes no sense. What pen? Because you need the context to understand. So it's like, you know, yeah, I even went here, and suppose you're pointing to a map. The other person who you're doing and demonstrating to, they'll understand it. But if you transcribe it to somebody else, they might not understand it. Another way is the doorbell rings. Somebody is in the kitchen cooking. You're in the shower. You say, I'm in the shower. And then the person in the kitchen says, but I'm cooking. And if we were to transcribe that comes out as X says, I'm in the shower, Y says, but I'm cooking. It has no logical cohesion or anything. It makes no sense. But it does because it's dependent on the pragmatics. As the context have said it because the doorbell has rang in the house. So context is important because that will affect language. Like we said that there's no like cohesion or you know, it just doesn't make sense, that conversation, because of the context. And that's basically all that we need to know when it comes to pragmatics. DXs is also a device used by people to show power, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to basically talk about it in terms of grouping text and language cohesion and that kind of thing. So I hope this helps. Short video, but for further information please visit my blog. Thank you.